I have to ask you about, I know what you did last summer.
I was waiting.
Well, we know Freddie's involved. He's on set, actually, in Australia.
Yep, saw the picture.
I talked to Brandy. She is so interested.
Yep.
But have they talked to Jennifer Love Hewitt? What's the deal?
We have been talking for a very long time.
I bet.
It is purely about scheduling at this point with 911 and their need to shoot their movie when they have to shoot it.
Sure.
And for me, I really, really wanted to make sure that if I came back, I wasn't coming back as like, you know, the 90s ghost from the past.
Right.
Like woo!
You want to have lived through a life since then, all that
I want to
trauma.
feel like we're coming back for a reason and we're going to give the audience something. So I am very close to being able to say yay or nay. I can't say it today. I really wanted to.
That's a good update.
But I am close. People will know soon, and I really want to be in it. That's what I want people to know.
Did you have FOMO seeing that Sarah Michelle was also with Freddie on set and posting? I mean, those are your buddies from...
I know.
How long ago was that movie made? I mean...
27 years ago.
Isn't that wild?
I mean, first of all, I'll say this. To be invited back at 45
Did you ever
is
imagine?
really great. No, I never imagined it. To be on that set again would be like... I don't even know that I could describe it. Like, it would be so wild. And it's an honor to be thought of, because the truth is they could make it without us. And
but
they don't want to.
Let me tell you, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't. But they don't want to, and that's really nice.
I mean, hello, you guys really create... Who knew that was going to be rebooted? You know, obviously, you're hopeful, especially in this age.
I mean, we're in that time.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's an honor. It's
Man,
really cool.
I've seen that movie so
soon,
many
I
times.
promise.
What are you waiting for, huh?
What are you waiting for, huh?
Right?
Oh,
People still scream that at me.
Do they?
Yeah. Sometimes I forget it's from the movie, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Jennifer's focus right now, her Lifetime movie airing Saturday, The Holiday Junkie, and her new book out now, Inheriting Magic. Both were inspired by the loss of her mother, Patricia, to cancer 12 years ago. Jennifer's 3 children are featured on the book cover, and she's moving forward for them.
My magic for my kids really became not sort of sitting in my grief and realizing that I had a job to do. I had to make things magical that first Christmas, and I couldn't sort of sit in my pain because I had a little girl and a new husband, and I needed things to sort of be that way. And then it sort of just like went on, and our friends started liking it and their friends started liking it. And so magic for me, I feel like, is an intention.
For sure.
It's a mindset. It's a thing that you try to do. You leave room for life to happen, because not every day is magical.
Right.
Not every moment is magical, but you try really hard.
And you write that in the book.
You do.
You're like, it's not all like this.
No, because I felt like people were going to be like, okay, with the wand, 24/7's magical. And I was like, no, it's not. But I try really hard.
Of course.
And most of the time we pull it off.
You mentioned that was helpful during COVID as well, during the pandemic, right? You're locked down, you can't go leave your house, so why not bring some magic there, right?
Yeah, it was extraordinary. I mean, really, I have to be very careful what I say to the universe, because 2 days before we moved into that house, which was March 17th, 2020, literally
Before
when the world fell
shut down,
apart, I stood in that house alone, and I said, I want to spend much more time with my children.
Yeah.
I want us to be able to create magical memories. I want to not have to go to work all the time, and I just want us to be. And then if there's another little magical spirit for us somewhere, I want to have this third baby.
And then all of those things happened.
All of them.
Really?
So now I'm like, I want $50 million.
Yeah, what are you asking for next, Jennifer?
Ford Bronco and
Dreams are coming
my
true.
old butt. Right? It's not
Be careful
happening
what
as
you
fast.
wish for.
It's fine. Come
Be
on,
careful
universe.
what you whip for.
I know, I'm waiting.
You share intimate stories about your mother's influence on your life. What's the most magical lesson that she taught you?
Life doesn't have to be ordinary. There's so many parts that we talk about this a lot with our kids in our home, that our house needs to feel magical, supportive, loving, and over-the-top kind.
How would you say being a mom has, I don't know, changed your perspective on creating magic every day?
I mean, to me, being a mom is literally the greatest thing I've ever done in my life. When I was 12, my birthday wish on my 12th birthday was to become a mom and have kids. So it's always been my thing. It's always been what I've wanted, yes. And it's better than I ever expected. I got the greatest kids ever. And I think, you know, being magical with them, and that, like, they really believe that our house is different.
Really?
I would get like cheap sequin tablecloths on Amazon,
and just see it
and we would
sparkle.
put them in their room, and it would make like,
I love it,
disco lights in their room.
Speaking of holidays, though, what would you say are some of your favorite traditions or celebrations that you guys have created as a family?
The big one that we always look forward to is our tree. So I'm crazy because I'm the holiday junkie. I have like 19 trees in my house.
You have a few, right?
I have a lot. I have too many, but I love them.
Mariah.
Yes, I love them. Oh, Mariah, God bless you. So I love them, but we always do one big family tree, and that's our real tree. That's where all the ornaments go that like mean something to us. And so every year we do that, and Brian does the lights because they're very difficult, and he's really particular about it. And we sort of like cheerlead and support like big elf energy from the sidelines. You know, we're big like, go daddy, go. You know, we get excited and play music, and then we all come together, do the ornaments, and then we have a big toast. And Brian makes his famous Christmas cocktail, which is in the book. It's in the book. And the kids have Martinelli's, and we stand back and enjoy like whatever our family tree is. So that's my favorite.
All right, coming back to this book, if readers could take away one message or a practice for inheriting magic, what would that be? Set
the intention that you want your life to be more magical, and do it.
Yeah.
And don't do it every day right away, because it doesn't happen like that.
You say plan.
But try, planning is a big part of everything. I mean, I'm OCD and kind of crazy, but you know, it helps me. But I do think, like, just set the intention that Thursday shouldn't always feel like Thursday. I mean, my mom did that for me as a kid. We talk about that. She would just pull me out of school and she'd be like, we're gonna go do something magical today. And we did, and we would like come up with something, and there was, sometimes it was planned, sometimes it wasn't. She would put Christmas lights in my room if I had had a bad day, just to say, why not sparkle and to, you know, feel like it's gonna be okay. So those kinds of things, I hope people will just take away feeling a little bit inspired to maybe make it a bit more magical.
The hummingbird, I know, is a beautiful metaphor in this book. Can you share the significance and how it connects you to your mom?
Yeah, so one day randomly, it wasn't even when she was sick, it was just sort of like in my life, I think in my mid-20s. It's because I was doing Ghost Whisperer. I said, if you ever pass, well, how will I know it's you? You know, are you gonna like move furniture, do creepy things like we do on the show, or what are you gonna do? And she was like, I think I'd be a hummingbird, because she was very like me, all over the place, busy, energetic, you know, always buzzing around or whatever. And then when my husband and I got together, he said to me, like on our second or third date, he was like, you're a hummingbird. And I was like,
and he didn't even know the connection.
No, and I was like, oh my God, I am a hummingbird. I've inherited the hummingbird. And then when she passed, I would see them all the time. And so because I started having kids and she was not gonna get to meet them, I wanted them to have something tangible to feel like Mimi was around. And so we told them that she was the hummingbird, and now they come home from school constantly and they're like, Mimi was with me on the playground today, or I saw her at this play date, or, you know, it's cute. And so it gives them something, and she's our hummingbird.
Knowing that the hummingbird is kind of how you and your family keep her memory alive, I actually got you a little gift.
Stop.
I wanted to bring the magic maker a little magic for the holidays. I'm sorry it's not wrapped, by the way, but take a look. That's for you and your kids.
My goodness.
So that hopefully,
oh my gosh,
you guys can maybe put them on your Christmas tree or around the house. A little hummingbird kit.
We will. Thank you so much.
Happy holidays to you and yours.
Happy holidays. Thank you so much.